What's good, superstars? Back with another VeVe video. We got Superstar Joe and we got Superstar Rob in the house.
How you doing, Joe?
And we got Superstar Mel. How's it going, Mel, down there? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
Welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, if you have not met Mel, that is my wife. And I'm very lucky to have a wife who is participating on almost all of the drops with me. Rob also has his fiance participating in the drops with him. So we are very, very lucky. And we love to hear a different perspective, maybe a female perspective for once on the channel. I know you guys love hearing what Rob and I think, but we feel it's important to bring a diverse culture to the community and just get different opinions and see what people think. So how do we get inspired by this? Yesterday, we had a comment on one of our videos, actually, longtime viewer. Here it is, Jin. Hey, superstars, another awesome video. I've scored a low mint secret rare Black Panther collectible off app. Wondering if I should hold long term, or do you reckon sell it for more golden moments? Or sell for gems now in case the market falls. I'm agonizing over what to do, lol, but maybe the best plan is to do nothing. What would Superstar Mel's feedback be to a fellow female VeVe fanatic? So we asked Mel when we were with her yesterday, and she had an opinion. But Mel, why don't you let the people know what you think? What would you do if you had a secret rare Black Panther low mint sitting right in front of you?
Okay, so first I just want to say I'm very honored that I was asked. So it was very nice. But honestly, I'm not a big, even when it came out, when it was that day when the drop was happening with the Black Panther, I'm not a huge Black Panther person. So I wasn't excited, although I know it is worth way more than a golden moment. I understand that. But personally, I really wanted to win the golden moment or even buy one. I don't have the money to buy one, but I would have bought one. But I would have just honestly at Donald and Daisy, a golden moment for me, way better than the Black Panther, just in my honest opinion. I just really, really like it. And I wish I was very disappointed when I didn't even win it that day. So
some of them are worth a lot more than the Black Panther secret rare, but Donald and Daisy is at the moment, and I think will continue to be less than the secret rare Black Panther, especially a low mint number. So I think what you're trying to get at pretty much is you prefer to hold something that you like rather than something that you don't like.
Yeah, right now I have everything I like with me. All my collectibles are things I actually like, and I like looking at them. And I don't really want a Black Panther because I just have no interest in it, to be honest. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So Jin, there you heard it, straight from Superstar Mel's mouth. She prefers the golden moments, and specifically a Donald and Daisy. I think you also mentioned last night that you like the Lady and the Tramp, but you're well aware that that is much cheaper of a collectible.
Yeah, I do like it. I'm not gonna lie, but you're right. You did inform me of that, and I get it. But I like both. I like all the golden moments, but I would go Donald and Daisy if I could.
You might be able to get both actually for that if it's a low mint.
Yeah.
So I just want to add that she also mentioned Superstar Jin. She's been in the comments all the time about maybe converting to gems and waiting. Personally, I don't think it's really a good time to be just sitting on gems. There could always be another gem squeeze, but the market looks like it's already come back to more reasonable levels. It's probably a good time right now to have your gems in something because again, we don't know when MTL is coming. We don't have a date, so I would just make sure that if you were to sell that Black Panther and you're going to pick up golden moments, use them all up. But of course, not financial advice. It's something that you're going to have to make that decision on.
Yep. Okay, so let's get into the current news, guys. Tomorrow we have a drop, if you did not know, Marvel comic for Tales of Suspense number 77. We have a big-time first appearance in this one. It is Peggy Carter. You can see her there in the rare comic. You can also see her in the ultra rare, but it's kind of small. So we'll pull them up. I guess we'll pull up this one. It's nice and colorful for you. Peggy Carter, first appearance. Rob, is this ranked on VeVe Rank yet?
I don't think it is. I just pulled it up right now. I don't see it, but we all know Peggy Carter. If it's her FA, pretty popular character right now in the MCU. We also know that there's a big rumor right now because of the reflection of the mirror in the shield for the Doctor Strange new movie coming out on May 6th, the Multiverse of Madness, that she might be involved in that, I think, but we'll see. If I don't know if it's her or someone else, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a good comic, though. I'm waiting to see what comes out, but we'll find
I
out
think
soon.
if we're gonna go with our with VeVe ranks rankings, I think I'm gonna expect either a B or a C, probably a B, but it depends how well he values Agent Carter and what he thinks the community will how the community will feel about it. But this is obviously first of many to do with National Women's Month here, right? Women History in March. So that's a nice comic. I actually like the rare the most out of all of them. And luckily, that's the ones that I try to get most of the time. Mel, what do you like? What's your favorite cover here?
I actually like the rare too. I was just looking at them.
This one?
Yeah, I like the rare. But I don't know. Lately, I used to be the comic queen, used to call me, but lately it's not happening anymore. So
you haven't been able to get the
no,
drop.
and I won't ever give up. Like I think I come close because it pauses for a really long time. And then it goes to the story. It's disappointing.
It's okay. You're going to get one. And when you do get it, it's going to feel way better than before because it was so hard to get this time, right? So
yeah, exactly. But I like the rare, just to answer.
Yeah.
I do.
And Rob, your favorite?
Yeah, the rare's the way to go for me as well. I really like that cover. It's nice.
Yeah. I like the pop of color. I think they've done it better this time. It's not just a little bit. It's like the entire characters are outlined beautiful. And you got the color pops. It's nice. All right. So we're all on the same page there. Also, if you didn't know, I think this is either still going on or just ending, but VeVe has signed a deal with Matt Gondek, who is like a very popular artist. He does a lot of street art. You can see there in his profile photo, it's just like destructive pop or deconstructive pop. So almost like famous characters. There's ones of Homer, Bart, Mickey, where they're just exploding. Their faces are exploding. And they did a deal with him. And you wouldn't expect it, but this is not what they came out with as the what do you call it, as the collectible. They actually came out with something a little bit different, a little bit unique, not something that we've seen. It's a weapon rack, and there seems to be two varieties, and he was mentioning that the black and the gold is a little bit more rare, but this one on the left,
way better.
Obviously, right?
Way better.
Way better. You guys have seen these colors before, and you even let us know on Twitter. Shout out to Diamond Ink OC, Superstar Diamond Ink OC. Go follow him on Twitter. He says, "What do you guys think, Superstar Money? They got your colorway exactly right." So
I wonder if they're gonna make this like in the VeVe verse eventually, that you can actually like, for gamification, maybe you can grab a weapon or use it. Purely speculative, but that'd be pretty cool that you have this like weapon rack. You can like take the baseball bat for some game or whatever. But
yeah, that would be cool if you can actually take those weapons off them and put them on your character or something like that. Could be something that comes down the line. Like it's kind of an interesting thing to choose. But this was my reaction. I just wanted to show you when I saw that pink and blue one.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I guess we all decided here. I think Mel even probably like this one better.
I do.
But hopefully they're interactive, but it doesn't say that. And we don't know much other than that. If you guys know more about it that I'm missing, I didn't listen to the whole AMA. So maybe there was a lot more information in there. Let us know in the comments if there was anything that you want to talk about. And now for the heavy hitter of the video, how do you manipulate the VeVe market? We're going to go through it. And a lot of you know about this already. You've seen it happening because you've all wanted one. And Mel, what did you want to buy this weekend?
Okay, so I wanted to buy a mini Spider-Man because I had the big Spider-Man, and then I really like Spider-Man, honestly.
Yep.
But I wanted to buy Spider-Man at 120. So we were looking after, and all I see is Sarah Jean listing it 1,000 different times, like 1,000 at 129. So I'm like, how? I didn't even understand this. So by the time, I would never make money like that because there's so many listings at 129.
Yep.
So I said, forget it. I said, it's just pointless. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest, listed so many times. Like, I'm still learning about this too a little bit, but I didn't understand that.
So Rob, what do you have to say about this all?
Well, didn't I think we were doing a live and someone made us aware of this. I thought originally that Sarah Jean was a bot. I'm like, Sarah Jean has to be a bot. First S, then a G. Usually bots have those names. But she has a Twitter account, and I think they're active. Maybe it's a bot acting as a human, but that's what one of our commenters had. But she seems legit. So she's built the wall. Okay, that's
what it's called. The VeVe wall. This is known as the VeVe wall.
This is the wall. And I believe someone actually went and counted, and she has like like 17 grand invested into building this wall, something insane like that. But
Yeah.
she's now set the price. So all these people who are selling under her, to be honest, they can do that. Maybe they're desperate for the gems, but they don't really have to. They can just take her lead and just go with that price. And of course, that could happen. But as time goes on, eventually, probably that wall will become the floor again at some point.
Yeah.
So Sarah Jean's made her decision. She's decided that she's wanted to start building the wall. Too bad for Superstar Mel here, though. I
I
mean, if you
know.
really wanted to, you could
Disappointed.
pick up that 121 and maybe wait for it to go back to 130. Not
Yeah.
that much profit, though.
No, I was very
Not what she
disappointed.
wants. She wants double or triple or nothing. That's
Yeah.
that's it.
It's true.
So she ended up with a Batgirl FA, which I
Yeah.
think it's dipped a little bit, but I think that has more potential than one with a wall with 140 listings above it.
Yeah.
I like Batgirl. So
Yeah, she
that's
has red
kind of why
hair
it's not
like
doing
you.
the best. Yeah, that's what we said, but it's not doing the best, but it's okay. I like it. I like it. And that's what it counts, what matters to me at least.
So Rob, how do you want to do this? Do you want to go into your screen for the next segment, or do you want
No,
to
actually,
pull
can
up
you
the collectible first?
pull up the collectible? So today I was looking at the market and I was interested in getting into another comic. So one of the ones that really caught my eye was Uncanny X-Men #4. So it's a pretty good comic. It's well ranked on Comics and Crypto. It's a B rank on VeVe rank. It is the first appearance of Scarlet Witch as well as Quicksilver. And if you watch the WandaVision series on Disney Plus, you know about those two characters. So I specifically was interested in this comic because I feel that there's a good chance, based on the research I've done, that in the MCU going forward, we know that WandaVision, that series was a huge setup for Scarlet Witch to be taking the reins of the MCU going forward, and it could be for the next number of years. And I think they, if you read the comics, she goes up as a bit as a villain, and then she switches back to being a good guy. We're
Mm-hmm.
kind of used to her being a good guy, but so that uncommon, I liked it because it had her. It
Yeah.
had her right on it. So when I first popped this open, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, this is not only a nice looking comic, at the time it was a thin floor. Okay. I picked one up for 84 gems. Okay. It
And
was
when
a
was
very
this? When was this?
this was like maybe like 5 hours ago. So it was an 84 floor, then it went to 89, then it went to 90, 92, 98, 100, 105, and now we're here. And you can
Yeah.
see if you scroll down, it doesn't take long to get to 106, 135, 150. Keep going down, keep going. Look how thin these floors are, right? 199, next thing you know you're at 200. So it got me thinking, and I don't have the gems to do this, but it really reminded me of the Sarah Jean story, where if there's a collectible, you probably need to pick one that's not like in Sarah Jean's case, there's a lot of mints. You're probably better off picking one that has a little bit more middle pack or less mints, just there's you have a little bit more control over it. But you
Mhm.
could really manipulate the market if you buy down the floor price so that your average price ends up being somewhere in the middle of everywhere that you bought, and then you build a wall at the next lowest price. So in this specific example, if you want to pull over my screen at this point, I actually
Okay.
tracked it down just to give an example. So on the left side here, we could see that what I have in kind of like you know, it's kind of like an orangey, I guess. It's pinkish, right? I had the 84 where I purchased, and then at this point, 5 hours later, these have all been bought up, and now we're at 106.06. And I think I saw another 106.06, but it's too late. I've already done this. So I just said, okay, let's say you were to buy up the next group of 17 here, right?
Yep.
The next thing you know, there's your gems needed. The next thing you know, your average price is like $127, but now you've changed the floor price to 175 because you bought up everything. So
Mm-hmm.
now you could build a wall of like 17 uh, collectibles, 17 comics at 175 or 174.99, whatever. You've now just set the price.
Yeah.
If it's going to be a collectible or a comic book that has a little bit less mints, there's probably going to be a little bit less group of people that even want to sell in the first place. A comic like this, I believe people are buying to hold, right? Like I wanted it because I like the characters in their FA. I wanted to buy this because it's something that I want to hold for the long term, not just for MCP. It's a pretty good ranked comic book. And you can just see how thin that floor is and how quickly you can change the price. One person, it would only take somebody 2,100 gems. That's a lot of money. I agree that's a lot of money. It's a money that I don't have. But I know there's people out there that have those gems available ready to go and can easily manipulate this market and change this floor price so that I can't remember how many listings there are right now. I think there's maybe like 60 of them or something. I don't know if you could check.
It's 51, so
51.
way
There's
less. Yeah.
not that many listings. And even for the people who do want to sell, you have less people that want to sell because they're owning it for the value and they're owning it for the art. And there's probably countless examples that people can find. But the trick is you got to find a thin floor. And of course, nothing is perfect, just like in Sarah Jean's case. Sometimes you might have people trying to undercut you. But when you build a wall like that, I mean, if I own one of these comics, I had to dish it off. I wouldn't mind listing it for 160, 150.
Yeah.
You're still going to be way higher than the floor price that's there right now.
Yeah.
So it's not a bulletproof way to manipulate the market, but it's definitely a valid way that is currently being done right now, as we saw with Sarah Jean.
And I think you need to do this. Sorry to interrupt you. I think you
Yeah.
got to do this when there's a little bit less volume happening, just so you can kind of be sure that you're cleaning you're sweeping the floor. I wouldn't do this on the same day as a drop because there's constantly things being listed and pulled and changed and too much movements going around. So then this comic's been on for a while, obviously. So it would have been something that would have been easy to swipe the floor if you were able to have like the 2,100 gems, like you said. And then if you sell, how many was it? 17?
Yeah,
at
17, 16.
At 175 gems, you're probably making a nice, at least almost $1,000 just by selling those, right?
Well, it works out to be 802 now. I forgot to add in the transaction charge here, but it's a 36% return. You're going to have to minus 8. Gets you to like 20, 28, right? And then if you keep going, like some people can keep going. I just did it as an example.
Mm-hmm.
There's another thin wall here. You get to 220 now all of a sudden. You buy up down to 220. There you're making 55%. So
crazy.
There's always the risk of getting undercut, but once you start building these walls over time, people will start adapting to what wall you've built. And it's completely legal. Like there's no rules against doing this. It's completely valid.
And so you might need some patience. You might need some patience because there's going to be people listing under your wall. Because people, I don't know about you, but when I go to buy something in the marketplace, if I see 4 or 5 at the same price, I'm probably not going to buy one off of that wall. I'm going to wait for someone to list because I know that there's a couple times that someone could buy from that wall before the price goes up. So why am I going to buy when there's a huge wall when I can just wait until someone lists below the wall?
Well, there's always the potential for hype to come back. Other comparables, like right now, if you build a wall, there could be other comparable comics that are cheaper, and someone might just say, you know what, with the money that I have, I might go for another comic instead of buying this one. But at some point when the run begins, and let's say for whatever reason there's a run for Marvel Mighties or there's a run for Spider-Man, you got to buy up her whole wall. Her average price is way lower, and she can make some pretty good returns on that. So this is what she's doing. I think she's done it before too. This is not the first time, I believe, that she's done this.
Yeah.
So we'll be tracking that.
I think you're right. I think if you see any type of news and you're able to afford a bunch of the floor, even if you wait just a little bit and then you start to build the floor a little bit higher up, this could be a really good strategy. So I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm glad that we had Superstar Mel to help us out with this video.
Yeah.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
And for anybody who's watching us for the first time, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, and you could become a superstar by hitting that button. We post daily, so we want to hear from you. We can reach out to us on Twitter. You can reach out to us on Instagram or on TikTok.
I got a new one.
Yeah?
You can follow us on VeVe. I got Fastos listed at 9.9 million, number 6909. Go follow us on VeVe. We'll follow you back. It might take us a while. We'll go through them all. If you follow us, I'll try and hit them all up at least once every couple of days. I'll go through it and just follow everybody back.
Yeah.
But that's how you can follow us on VeVe. People have been asking us. That's how you do it. Just go find Fastos, 9.9 million. I got some plans for Fastos, by the way. It's going to be a future giveaway for sure, the way that we do this. But go check out Fastos, 9.9 mil. You'll find our logo. That's the logo on the right there. And nobody, I don't think, is copying us yet. So that's a good thing. So yeah.
So smash the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button, and we're going to see you in the next one. Take care.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.